Tony the Tiger is the advertising cartoon mascot for Kellogg's Frosted Flakes breakfast cereal, appearing on its packaging and advertising. More recently, Tony has also become the mascot for Tony's Cinnamon Crunchers and Tiger Power. Since his debut in 1951, the character has spanned several generations and become a breakfast cereal icon. History: in 1951, Eugene Koki, an accomplished graphic artist and art director for Leo Burnett, sketched a character for a contest to become the official mascot of a Kellogg's brand new breakfast cereal. Koki designed a tiger named Tony and selected Martin Provenson for the finished artwork. Tony competed against 3 other potential mascots for the public's affection: Katie the kangaroo, Elmo the elephant, and Newt the gnu. Within the year, the other mascots were dropped, and Tony was given a son, Tony Jr. Tony the Tiger would eventually become a cereal icon. The final Tony the Tiger design came from a group of former Disney animators known as Quartet Films, which also designed the Jolly Green Giant, Snap Crackle Pop, the Hamm's Beer Bear, and the Baltimore Orioles mascot, to name a few. Stan Walsh, Art Babbitt, Arnold Gillespie, and Michael Lang were the artists-filmmakers that formed the Quartet Films of Hollywood. A recognizable and distinct voice was needed for the Tony the Tiger character. Initially, he was voiced by Dallas McKennon, but shortly after the initial Sugar Frosted Flakes advertisements aired, McKennon was replaced by Thurl Ravenscroft, who spent the next 5 decades providing the characteristic deep bass voice associated with the character, notably the familiar "the grrrrreat" catchphrase. John E. Matthews came up with this phrase while working as copywriter for Leo Burnett. Ravenscroft spoke to an interviewer of injecting his personality into Tony: "I made Tony a person. For me, Tony was real. I made him become a human being, and that affected the animation and everything." In 1958, Tony appeared on Kellogg's cereal boxes with Hanna-Barbera characters such as Huckleberry Hound and Snagglepuss. Tony began to be humanized in the 1970s. He was given an Italian-American nationality, and consumers were briefly introduced to more of Tony's family, including Mama Tony, Mrs. Tony, and a daughter, Antoinette. Tony was a popular figure among the young Italian-American population, and it showed in 1974, where he was deemed Tiger of the Year in an advertising theme taken from the Chinese lunar calendar. The advertising theme declared, "This is the year of the tiger, and Tony is the Tiger of the Year." Later that year, Tony graced the covers of Italian GQ and Panorama. In addition to Tony's success, during this decade, son Tony Jr. was even given his own short-lived cereal in 1975, Frosted Rice. Provinson's original art design for the tiger has changed significantly over the years, as Tony the whimsical, cereal box-sized tiger with a teardrop-shaped head was replaced by his fully grown son Jr., who is now a sleek, muscular sports enthusiast. He was a coach for the Monster Wrestlers in My Pocket and a referee for the Monster Sports Stars in My Pocket. Tony the Tiger was never limited to American cereal boxes, appearing on Kellogg's European brand cereal boxes. Tony frequently appears in American commercials as an animated character in a live-action world, frequently with his drawn image rotoscoped over a live character, such as an extreme sports athlete, allowing Tony to not just appear in live action, but interact as well. The longtime voice of Tony, Thurl Ravenscroft, died in 2005. In North America, he was replaced from 2006 onwards by announcer Lee Marshall, who maintained the role until his death from cancer in 2014. However, advertisements for Frosties in the United Kingdom are revoiced locally. The British Tony is voiced by UK-based Californian voiceover, Tom Clark-Hill. For some time in the United Kingdom, the rock song "Eye of the Tiger" by Survivor was used in conjunction with Tony's viewings. In Canada, Tony is voiced by animation, commercial, and promo voice artist Tony Daniels. See also, Frosted Flakes, list of breakfast cereal advertising characters, list of fictional cats. References: Obituary 2002, Chicago Tribune, http://blog.retroplanet.com, http Lucabui Nova 100 Ilsol 24 or Com 07 Talto Su Stan Walsh D Alberto Beccattini / Hey Euro Unregistered Trademark SGRRRREAT. The Thurl Ravenscroft Interview, Hogan's Alley No. 13, 2006. Thurl Ravenscroft, voice of Tony the Tiger, dies at 91. The New York Times. Retrieved March 23, 2012. External links: Kellogg's Company Timeline.